A day after the US warned of potential risk of sanctions after India inked a 10-year agreement for running the Chabahar Port in Iran, External Affairs Minister Dr. S Jaishankar has emphasized that the project will benefit the entire region and people should not take a narrow view of it. He also pointed out that the US itself had appreciated the larger relevance of Chabahar in the past. Listen in to what the External Affairs Minister has said. While we line up that reaction for you, I'd just like to recap for our viewers that just a day after the US warned of potential risk of sanctions after India and Iran inked a 10-year agreement for running the Chabahar port, we now have a reaction from our External Affairs Minister. He has emphasized that this project will benefit the entire region and he's discouraged people from taking a narrow view of it. Listen in.
The Iran issue. You know, we've had a long association with the Chabahar port, but this was, we could never sign a long-term agreement. And the reason was there were various problems in the Iranian end, you know, who was our partner, JV. It's a JV. Huh? So, you know, joint venture, the partner changed, conditions changed. So, finally, we were able to sort this out and we were able to actually get the long-term agreement done, and the long-term agreement is necessary because without it you cannot really improve the port operations, and the port operations we believe will benefit the entire region. So I did see some remarks which were made, but I think it's a question of, you know, communicating and convincing and, you know, getting people to understand that this is actually for everybody's benefit. I don't think people should take a narrow view of it, and they have not done so in the past. So if you look at even US's own attitude to Chabahar in the past, the US has been appreciative of the fact that Chabahar has a larger relevance. So you know, we will work at it.
Well, you just heard the External Affairs Minister saying that the Chabahar port in Iran will indeed benefit the entire region. These remarks come just about 24 hours after the US government had warned people to engage with business dealings with Iran, warning that there could be US sanctions imposed on them. Vishal joining us for a quick update. Vishal, we've just heard Dr. Jaishankar saying that the Chabahar port is actually a boon for the entire region and that people should avoid taking a narrow view of it.
That is true. So this comes in the wake of the 10-year agreement that India and Iran signed on Chabahar port, which is a strategically important port located in Iran. So now that India and Iran have finalized the deal, the US commented on it and said that there could be risk of sanctions. So it should be noted that similar objections were raised by the US when Iranian president visited Pakistan and signed a deal. So it's a similar line of thought from the US, but India is saying that it's a deal that could benefit the whole region in general. And he's also said that when the long-term deal takes shape, it will benefit the whole region. So he has asked the US to take a big view of the whole issue and not take a narrow view of the whole issue. So it remains to be seen what the US will say on that.